Live. Wait. It's saying ready to go live. I think it's connecting still.
Let it connect. I'm trying to put this little background shit on.
All right, cool. We are live right now. Do.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I know you guys see us probably once a week, but we're starting something new called Ask a Virgo and Friends. So this is where you won't see the fellas. It's just the ladies. So you might see guys pop up, here and there. But this is a new thing. So you're welcome. Feel free to ask us questions. We'll be covering a lot of domestic topics and a few other things. And as we carry on, we'll continue and fill you guys in on some of our topics and what we're discussing. If you don't know who I am already, I'm Dutchie from the panel. And this is my sis Malika. And we will have Natalie joining us, if not here shortly, then in the next segment. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off. So, Malika, how's your week been going? What's been going on with you, girlie?
Hey, no complaints, man. I was able to stay at home this week. We weren't feeling so great. I was supposed to go up north and check out a football game, but I was unable to do that because, hubby wubby was sick, and so I had to stay home. You know what it is. Happy life, I guess. I don't know what the rhyme is for that.
I have never heard that shit, but you know what?
Hey, man.
There's got
I'm
to be
married to a Taurus. I'm
There-
married to a bull.
there's got to be an equivalent to that.
Yeah.
When
For
you're
those
married
poor
to,
folk.
yeah, there's got to be an equivalent for the happy husband, happy nothing. I mean, shit, I don't know. It gets somewhere in there, but we ain't gonna leave you guys out. We know y'all need to be happy and loved and fed and all that other good stuff as well.
Hey, shout out to 96 established in 87. I just saw you on our other show. You're a fellow Virgo, 916. I'm 913. Hey, tossing up the beat.
We got Virgos in the house. All right.
Welcome,
Love
brother.
it.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show. So, we're gonna cover a couple of things that a lot of people don't typically like to talk about, and that's kind of the goal. It's a lot of uncomfortable subjects, but I do want to always say if we do cover anything and we're not sure about the information, unless it is fact, it is alleged. It's just a thought, and we'll be sharing a lot of our thoughts, a lot of our opinions, and some of them will be facts.
I mean, when is a Virgo ever wrong?
Ever?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what? uh, ever.
Nat, you ain't here to defend yourself.
Right. No, we're never wrong. No, Natalie's not here. Natty is a Scorpio. Yep, she's a Scorpio.
She will be our friend.
And since she's not here to defend herself, I have heard Scorpios that hold onto some money and they are very frugal, is what I'll say.
I dated a Scorpio once. That man was evil. Woo.
I don't think I've ever dated an evil Scorpio. I don't think there've ever been,
I don't think I got a picture of him smiling. Not one good time. No, I'm lying. He was kind. He was a good dude until he no longer fucked with me. How about that? He didn't fuck with me.
So here's the thing. For those of y'all that are curious, because like I said, we're gonna get into some real life situations, but we're also gonna get into some zodiac stuff too, here and there. And I will have my crystal ball.
You right on that. Established in 87. Facts, man. We need a call-in number.
They do hate us for that. They do. They hate us for it. So here's what people don't understand. People don't understand when they're saying, oh, my sign is this, my sign is that, my sign is this. Truth is you have a sun sign, which is whatever your typical sign is. You were born the month of between this time and that time. That's your sun sign. But you also have what they call a moon sign, and you also have a rising. All of those things matter that make up who the fuck you are. You understand what I'm saying? So, for instance, your husband's a Taurus. I'm a Virgo.
Yes.
Big dog. But my moon sign is a Taurus. So that's where I'm a Virgo. My moon sign is a Taurus. I'm very bulls. We let you know when we walk in the room. We knocking all that shit over.
Oh, yeah.
We are knocking everything.
He's Ferdinand all day. Ferdinand, the bull.
Ferdinand bull. We are knocking shit over. And then my rising is a Leo. I'm a very prideful, and most Leos, believe it or not, Leos are real funny about their hair. So the mane being a thing is a real thing for Leos. So birth charts, I do get into birth charts. I do birth charts. Um, I do a lot of things that are embodying a lot of spiritual enrichment. Um, do I do it for people? Let me be very clear. I do a lot of things for people, not for everyone. My rising house is in Leo, so that's why I'm a proud asshole. Damn right. Hey, I mean, this guy, are we related, bro? Shit, man. Yeah. So, and listen, we're really straightforward. So when you have what people don't understand is it's kind of like you have one face, another face, and one is what people see, one is who you really are. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why your rising and your sun sign and your moon sign does matter. So it gives you an idea of a makeup, who you are, and what how you learn what you are is by the planetary system in which you were born. So everybody was born, like, for instance, you got one Virgo, you have another Virgo. We could be born both at the same, about 5 minutes apart on the same day. But the truth is, there could be a 5 minute lapse of two Virgos born in the same hospital. They will not be the same. They will not be the same because once the planetary system changes, what makes you what you are is how the planets are lined up in that child's particular birth. So the only time that you and another person will have the same exact is if y'all were born in the same place at the same time while all the stars and quasars and shit were aligned up. You understand what I'm saying? For you to have that. So we will get into some of that, not to, because we got a limited time. We'll get into all of that. Me and Malika, we share a lot. She received a birth chart reading. How long ago did we do your birth chart reading?
October 2021. It's been that long. It's been a year.
Wow.
Jeez. Okay. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So I got, my sun is a Virgo, my moon is a Leo, and I guess, wait, what's the other one? My moon and my rising is a Sag.
Was a Sagittarius like my sister. And that is why me and you get along like me and Shay.
Uh-huh.
So, people have different reasons for why they do what they do. Virgos, we're probably alongside of Geminis and Aries, the most hated zodiac sign on the fucking planet.
Really? So people hate Geminis and Aries more than they do Scorpios?
Yes, but they hate Virgos even more.
Oh, everybody hate on us. Shit, we the bomb.
Yeah, I'll pop into forums and they'll with memes and shit, and man, they hate us.
Oh,
and
man, they do.
They fucking hate us, bro. And when you read the comments, you'll see some fuck shit, and they'll be, must be a Virgo.
So look. Established at 87 pointed out, if you notice, also Virgos are the only sign that's divine as an angel. Everyone else is an animal or a sign.
That is absolute fact.
And so look, I was supposed to get a matching tattoo with my daughter who's a Leo, right? So I told her, well, let me ride the lion. She was like, nah.
I like that design. The Virgo riding the back of I like that.
No, she wasn't feeling that shit at all.
But
we were supposed to get them together.
No,
but we were supposed to get them together. It was supposed to be matching tattoos. She was like, ain't no fucking way in hell I'm putting that shit on my body.
Let's see. Oh, this is established in 87. 87, see, look, check it out, right? So here's the thing about divinity. And it gets, like, this whole zodiac thing goes into a whole nother thing. Because if you look at, there are 7 Japanese Buddha gods. There are 7 African powers that are recognized deities. There are also 7 chakras. All of these are represented by the same exact color lineup when you balance your chakras and so forth. So when you get into the Virgo, the divinity of the Virgo, we are what they consider the nurturers of the entire zodiac. We are the mother to the rest. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to remember, out of the 12 zodiac signs, there are 3 earth signs.
Yep.
There are 3
air,
signs,
fire,
3 air, and water, right? We just so happen to be soulmates with the Taurus, which is a very tumultuous relationship with us, and the Capricorn. We can mingle with others, but because we are already typical Virgos. Now, I don't want to, man, I don't want to say this. So, August Virgos and September Virgos are vastly different. We ain't going to say how and get into that. But Virgos that are August, Virgos that are September are different.
They got their ways. We got ours.
And we have ours. The thing about us is we already have a natural intuitiveness. You get what I'm saying?
We're mothering.
Very, very intuitive. And a Virgo is a natural fucking lie detector. We won't even tell your ass we know you're lying. But a Virgo we have a sense. We have a sense that just, okay, my woman is May 21st. And
I feel your pain.
Oh, gosh.
I feel your motherfucking pain.
I get it. I get it.
Take the wheel.
She's May 21st, so she's Gemini. She's a Gemini. So
yeah. I was married to a Gemini for 20 years. And I'm dealing with him and this. Yeah, buddy. Jesus, take the wheel.
So look, here's the thing about a Gemini, right? Dre is a Gemini. Dre is a totally different type of Gemini again, but that depends. So I'm curious, 87, what is her rising? If you can find that out and start tuning in and hit us up, find out what her rising and her moon sign is, dude. And I will read her for you to give you some insight, because I've seen some Geminis. Most of them motherfuckers are split right down the middle. But
they hide it. They hide it until they got you, and then they pounce on you like a fucking lion.
Hell yeah. Yes. Listen, a Gemini is literally the epitome of Dr. Jekyll and fucking Hyde.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you why we match up with the Gemini, even though they're not our soulmate, because we're moody like them. Virgos are naturally moody, even though we don't admit it. So when they start going through them fucking mood swings, we ain't got time for that shit. Their nice is very nice, and their mean is very fucking mean. That is a Gemini through and through. Today, I will fuck with you, and if I ain't fucking with you tomorrow, I ain't fucking with you at all tomorrow. That is a Gemini through and through. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm really okay. So I'm gonna have to get her on the chart, because I don't know off the bat, but I always tell her she's fake, but we fixing. She is a Virgo.
Because we keep it.
That is Virgo energy.
You don't give a fuck. He probably mad about it. She probably mad about that. Hey, baby, that shirt don't look good on you. Tight around the waist now. You gotta lighten that up.
But let me ask you something. Why is it that Virgos tend to attract hurt and broken souls? Because
we're
of
mothering.
That
because we're mothering. We are mothers. So
don't forget the men. So we're going to say nurturing.
We're nurturing. Yeah,
we are
very nurturing.
Earth signs are very much in tune to, even if we don't like kids or pets, they're drawn to us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is drawn to us that you don't expect. Hurt souls are drawn to us. Always trying to fix somebody. And initially, we
like that. We're drawn to them as well, because we cap and save everybody. Shit.
Until your ass is no longer willing to help yourself. See, we'll fix you until we can't fix you, and then we're like, once we're done. And I think that's why we're so loyal. I think we're very loyal because once we're done, we know that we're done. So we'll give it all that we have until we can't give it shit else. So that way I can say, once I say fuck you, I really mean it.
I really mean it. Yeah, for real. Fuck you.
But you know who else is like that? We'll replace your ass quick. Sagittarius.
I got a sad rising.
What up?
Hey,
welcome.
John.
It's a totally different show today. Welcome to Ask a Virgo and Friends. This will be our Monday show. You guys know we'll be doing the panel on Wednesdays, and we'll catch you up on our cipher on another time on Mondays. I was not able to show up to that one. I really hate it, but welcome. John, what's your sign, bro? What is your sign? What sign were you born under?
And we ain't just gonna come for you. I'm sure we know people with good shit too.
Well, I like the Sagittarius's work ethic. So I will say Sagittarius has a very strong, so does Capricorn, very strong work ethic. I'm gonna tell you who's lazy, and y'all forgive me if y'all out
Leos.
there. Lazy as hell, and so are Tauruses.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm married to
the fucking Leos, bro.
Ooh, help me, Lord.
They'll give you the world if they got it to give. But boy, them some lazy.
You pay for that shit. You pay.
Oh, yeah.
The tax is heavy. Hey
But
John, if you could give us your sign, that'd be awesome, man. Established 1980 or 87. Excuse me. Because our souls are made of steel, and it has to be a disaster for it to cut us deep. I think
yes,
honestly,
yeah, I agree with that. I
I
think that
can
is
tell you
spot
that
on.
I've probably only been truly in love one time in my lifetime. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to hurt anybody else, but it was like, at the end when it was over, I was able to get up and dust myself off and move forward. There was only one time in life that it took me so long, and I was like downtrodden, man. I love hard. I love too hard.
I think I'm a sucker to a degree. So I would like to say that I have been in love more than once, and it's not until you get older. An older Virgo is a very different Virgo.
Very different.
Okay. And again, we'll move on past because we got started a little late here in a minute. But a hurt Virgo is a dangerous Virgo also. We are petty, we are fucking petty.
And
Especially if
typically, our first reaction is we want to see you dead. That's the first
I
reaction.
would agree.
And
Uh
then we
Virgos
gotta
are
calm down and then be sensible about orange ain't gonna look good on me.
we're 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 so we're so loving and so sweet. And this is why I said Geminis and Virgos are tumultuous. Because once we feel slighted and once we feel a way about some shit, um, it's over with. And I don't mean the relationship, the petty shit comes. And
Facts.
made a Virgo because I question if I have. Yes. So I was created by two Aquariuses born on the same day. Aquariuses are the most emotionless motherfuckers I've ever met. I think Aquariuses have more control over their sucker emotions. I'm gonna call it sucker emotions right now.
Wait, you're
Aquarius.
gonna have to define sucker emotions after you give your example.
Okay, I will give sucker emotions. I'll define that now. Meaning, all that lovey-dovey shit, and I want to be with you, and I would follow you around, and all that other shit. Aquariuses will feel that way, and they will totally know how to shut the hell up. They'll give you whatever, but Aquariuses are also sneaky as fuck, and they will not admit when they are wrong, and they are I'm wrong. Oh, okay, I ain't gonna tell you that shit, but they're also Aquariuses know how to go get a bag too. So an
Well, why
Aquarius
we
will go get
coming
a
for
bag.
Aquariuses? Where we get that from? And
I was born from two Aquariuses.
I got you.
So
Boom. Okay,
so I'm
okay.
going through the
Thank you.
line of
No,
and
that's
what he
my
said.
that's my high mind, man. Just it's
So what
just
he's saying is my mom is a Sag and my dad is a Libra. I see why they didn't work out and made a Virgo because I question if I have emotions sometimes. And you have to think, we're best friends.
yeah.
I want you to think of how we literally have had conversations where some people, we've had a conversation where we've been emotional, and we've had a conversation where we've been like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And like totally have no type of emotion. And I'm looking at um the Sag and the Libra. So the Libra can be emotional. The Sag, hell no. Sages, Sages are
Closet emotion.
they're well. So Sages are fickle when it comes to relationships. Because like I said, a Sag will get rid of your ass and replace you real quick. Once a Sag ain't fucking with you, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would say they're loyal till they're not. That was Capricorns are loyal as hell. A Cap is loyal. You got a Capricorn in your corner, you got loyal ass Capricorn. Somebody call in and tell me otherwise. Facts.
Hey, my Taurus is loyal.
Tauruses are very loyal.
Yeah.
Tauruses are loyal. They're just crazy. Them motherfuckers are batshit crazy. Because once they go through their emotional shit, they are high strung with emotion.
Yeah.
They're loyal to the soil, but
Yeah.
they are high strung with
And once
emotion.
you leave, you can't come back.
No.
They ain't no coming back.
Once a Taurus hates you, also, a Taurus will hate you forever. They also know how to shut, like, you could talk shit to a Taurus and they will shut off and will not hear you and will not give two fucks about what you're saying. They'll be screaming at them and they will only hear you if they want to hear you.
Wow.
Yeah, a Taurus is very good at turning off their sound like that.
Oh, my husband just puts in headphones.
You see what I mean? That's Taurus shit. Now,
So I am the product of a Pisces and a Cancer.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, toxic and toxic.
I was born from two Aquariuses and they both players, dog.
Mm.
Aquariuses are sneaky as shit. They are sneaky. But getting into sneaky shit and being a keen person as a Virgo, let me slide into personality traits. One thing about Virgos, we are very territorial when something is ours. We are
Yes.
very territorial and very much so with family. You understand? So that brings me to this next topic. At what point, for both men, I'll just say men and women, at what point is it okay for your sons, daughters, or children's mother or father, if they have moved on and they have a mate, at what time in that lifetime of y'all raising this child and co-parenting, even after adulthood, is it ever okay for your child's parent significant other to comment and involve themselves in business that only, so let me say this again for y'all in the nosebleed seats if y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying. Let me put it to you in hood language. If you got a baby daddy or a baby mama, that's hood language, y'all understand that. If you have a baby father or a baby mother and they have moved on and they have somebody new, at what point does a new person get to comment on what's going on between you and them when it comes to how you're raising your kid? That and if the child is grown, events and so forth, is that person allowed to comment? At what point is that okay? For me, never. Mind your fucking business. That's just me though.
I mean, that's kind of where I am too. I'm very territorial about my kid because I only have one. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I've showered all my love on this child, and I continue to shower on my love on her and her children below her. But it's just, I think there's a place where you need to just stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? I've got a child. My husband has a child. I don't make any comments about how he deals with his ex-wife. It's not my business. It's not my place. You
Right.
know, it's not my place because I have a child and I understand what it's like to be a mother and still have to deal with somebody that may not be your best friend. You know?
Right. I have a blended family, and even though his father isn't consistent, I still don't step on his toes. So that's real man shit.
Yeah,
I'm
that is
the man of
that's
the
real.
house, so it's my protocol. But when it comes to his son, I'm secondary defensive. See, it takes a man to even be able to type that or think that or write that out. Do you
But that's
understand?
a Virgo.
But again, point made. But we are thoughtful like that, and that's why I said we're already territorial. We'll let you do what you have to do, but just don't
Stay in your
get into
fucking
the fuck
lane.
around and find out. You understand? Don't cross anything that you don't need to cross. Um,
And
I
as grown ups, let me interject really quick. And as grown ups, we should be able to have that conversation with our mate to let them know that they're not supposed to overstep these lines. So no, you ain't gonna be going through my phone and texting on my behalf and doing shady, sneaky shit like that. Because this ain't your fucking place. Get your ass in your seat and stay the fuck there. Because this bus is moving on.
That's a fact, and I agree with that. I feel like once you start letting your significant other, because y'all are close, and here's why I say that's a dangerous play. When you have a child with somebody, especially if y'all and a lot of families are blended now. That's kind of the norm now, blended families.
Yeah.
So that's a very normal thing. So people should understand the protocol for blended families. Fuck, we got shows, we have TV shows about it. If people are confused, there's so many different outlets and avenues to kind of give you an idea of how to proceed accordingly. And I feel like male or female, listen, just because I'm going to paint a scenario. Let's just say I don't have this problem, but let's just say I have a child with someone, male or female, and me and the father don't get along. Okay. But let's just say we have a 15-year-old child. Okay. Let's say me in my situation, I would have been married. So we're married. We're not working. We've moved on. At this point, we're still a family, though. Might be a fucked up rendition of a family, but we've created a life together. Whether I like you or you like me, we're still family. And guess
Exactly.
what? If something
What else
happens,
gonna be?
we're both going to be the ones to be called in the event of something. Not your significant other, not your new wife, not your new husband, not your new baby daddy, not your new baby mama, none of that shit. So once you establish that, you have to understand Don't ever get so comfortable. And now I'm speaking to the significant others. Never get so comfortable because you see that there's a problem amongst those two. Because what'll end up happening is you'll be the odd man out. You know
Yeah.
why? Because however that child feels towards you will become a problem, either for the mother or the father, if not both. Comfortability. Uh, who the fuck wants to go to Thanksgiving if you celebrate that, or Christmas dinner and it's awkward as shit?
Oh, I'm
Because
never gonna be awkward, honey.
well, but you get what I'm
But
saying. But
just in general, no, I feel what you're
it's
saying.
why create that type of tone?
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. Even if somebody says, "Well, hey, I think you should," that's still a fine gray area. The only way that you should comment is if your person, your significant other, has been put in a fucked up situation and it's just blatantly wrong and it is just blatantly awful or it's just blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
Then by all means. But if it is just you trying to, oh, we're together now and I feel like I should do this and run this and I should comment, no, stay in your place, stay in
Stay
your
in your lane. Stay in
because
your lane.
it will not be a good outcome. You have to understand everything, and you don't always need to comment on shit just because it might, might not like how they do shit,
Yeah.
because now you'll create a problem. And then I want you to think about this: if that child is old enough to understand what's going on, that child's gonna pick a side, and it ain't gonna be yours.
It ain't
Unless
gonna
you
be yours. It's never gonna be yours.
better get some expensive gift money.
Yeah, yeah, for real. And they'll still take your gifts and not like you.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll take
yeah,
your shit and say fuck you, mama.
yeah,
Look what she got me. That shit fly.
yeah.
But,
Hey. Ma, you
you
wanna
know,
try it tonight? Hey, you look good with your outfit. Hey.
yeah, that's a fact. You know,
Hey, and it's a damn shame. And the sad part about it is, it's people that just need to interject themselves because either A, they may not have children of their own, so they don't understand or respect the protocol. They don't get the game from Jump Street. You know what I mean?
yeah, fact.
Or B, they've got effed up situations with their spouses or their significant others in the past, that their relationships are so toxic and strained that they carry that into somebody else's life. And you don't really need to do that. It's like, it's cool. Seriously, as I started dating again in the 40s and shit, my thing was this: I don't want to really be bothered with your kids. I mean, I will if I have to. Hey, man, I'm
No, that's true. I'm laughing because
47
it's
years
true.
old.
Because I don't really like a lot of other kids to begin with. So two things I need you to come with: come healed, because I'm not gonna pay for the last motherfucker's mistakes,
Nope.
and come with some children that are behaved. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Because
please.
I don't fuck with kids to begin with. So if you got badass kids, keep them motherfuckers.
I really ain't fucking with them. I really
Everybody's
ain't fucking
not
with them.
gonna say that, and that's again the point of this show
Is to be a Virgo.
is to be Virgo and say what the fuck we want to say. Yes, you're going to hear some vulgarities. We are not politically correct. We will
At
correct
all. At all.
in our information. We ain't gonna give you no bullshit information. Again, opinion right now. Some will be fact, but
But
we gonna say what we want to
truthfully,
say.
yeah, facts. And
Yeah,
if I decide to deal with you and you have, because my rule used to be when I hit like a certain age, I ain't date nobody with no kids under 10. For real. I'm not trying to be on the baby wiping, ass wiping, and none of that shit. I just didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
I say around 10, but before 15, because I ain't dealing with no sassy mouth
oh
smart.
no, I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with that. The kid still needs to be respectful.
Yes.
And in that way I can. But look, established in '87 says just don't throw your responsibilities on me. I got your back, but that's your child, and that's the problem. The problem is now, and so let me be clear about my feelings, right? If you're the one raising and you're the one caring for, and the other parent has completely abandoned, you still gonna have to teach that little dude how to be a man. You know what I mean? You are, because there's nobody else to do it. This other dude then abandoned and left ship, and he's turned his back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there are still responsibilities as a person coming into a parental role in that life. Because for real, if you living in my house and I'm paying for your cereal all the time, I may have to have some type of, well, look, you need to bring your ass up in here at 10 o'clock.
So here's what I can deal with. If you're a single father, and I mean a real single father, I ain't talking about, if you are truly a full-time single father, um, and this is not no knock on ladies, but we are ladies, so we already kind of know the ins and outs of what single mothers do and how they do it, and that's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
I'm not a man, never. I'm born a woman. What they calling us now, cis women? We gonna get to that shit too. Don't let me forget after this comment. Um, as a woman and as my particular character, I don't mind a single father, even if he was a single father of three, because the mother has hauled ass, so forth and so forth. That to me is a little bit different because a man coming from the history of men and taking care of children, you have to admire a man that will be a single father. And there are a lot of men out there. This is a different generation now. These
Yeah,
dudes are not really running out on their kids anymore.
they stepping
Right?
up
It's a lot of women that are, that's why I'm looking at this
and
comment.
jumping
Like
fucking shit.
that's your responsibility. That's your child. You do have a lot of women that are looking for not a man, but an in-house babysitter. You get what I'm saying?
Oh no, fuck that. No,
But
no,
you have that.
because you're gonna
You
have to
have
be able
that.
to discipline them little brats if I'm stuck with them 8 to 12
You have
hours.
women that are we were talking about this earlier, how you have all these men now, it's different, that are moving in with women and that are in these fucked up situations. Well, let's talk about the women too. Why these men are able to do this, because a lot of these bitches are insecure and they are looking for an in-house dude that's always in the house, that they can always clock where he's at and he can watch the kids too. Are
Mm.
you clubhouse tings? Are we
Wait,
are we
wait.
what?
Oh shit. No, we ain't going with that. I think we've been hacked by some sex people
Wait, what? Wait a minute.
in the comments. Oh my god. What did
Nope.
I say? What did I say? Yeah, yeah. No.
I don't even see all that. Okay. Um,
Somebody say he
no pun
trolling.
intended. Shit.
Somebody
Oh,
trolling. Somebody trolling. Yeah, well, are you? You can't come back with a question. So
he
that's
got he
yeah.
got to be trolling. Um, that's why I said thanks for coming. No pun intended. But anyway, yeah, man. I do think that there is some personal responsibility that needs to be had.
Oh yeah, on both sides.
Yeah,
Look, if it's my kid, seriously, I
yeah,
gotta tell you how many times I've asked people to watch my daughter without paying them, and I'm gonna tell you it's been close to 0 times. I've never ever asked. I don't need to ask now. If my kid comes over and she's spending the night at your house, that's because your kid and my kid got together
yeah.
and they came and asked us, and I didn't mind. But it wasn't that I was pawning my kid off on you. No.
I
And
got a question when you're done.
shoot.
That brings me to my next question. At what point? Now, there's this thing that is going around on Facebook. You'll see. You won't really see it on IG, and it's a question. It's actually a text message between a man and a woman. So the woman texts the guy and says, "Hey, I need $20 for my son to be able to go to, I think, a field trip or some shit like that." The guy's response wasn't rude. He said, "Well, um, I don't think it was that he didn't have it, but he was like, well, honey, he might not be able to go since his dad, didn't send the money. Did you call his dad and ask?" She was like, "No, but I'm asking you." He goes, "Well, that's his dad's responsibility, so he might just have to sit this one out." And and saying that, she was pissed because she's like, "Well, you can't give me fucking $20, then fuck you." And in his mind, he's saying, he got a whole ass daddy. Why'd you ask me first? Because I just started fucking with you, or because I'm dealing with you now. So
yeah.
from both perspectives, I understand.
How come she ain't had $20?
That's the first question. Why you ain't got $20? That's the first question.
I was
Pause.
just wondering.
Establish
You
the
got kids. How come you ain't got the money to take care of them? Because even at the end of the day, women, you still got to get your fucking hustle on. You got to be able to make it so that your kids don't know when you broke it, when you got it. You
Yeah.
got to put that whole little fucking facade up. Look, there have been times I had lights out in my house. You know what we did? We put the tent in the fucking living room and we went fucking camping. Because the kid should never know.
Yeah.
And you need to
Establish
get
the
your
age.
$40, girl. Get your bag up. Established in 87 says, ladies in need of advice, being a Virgo, space and quiet time so important to me.
Yeah.
And it's hard with dating being that way. Yeah, man, I know. But you got to carve out for your mental sanity for yourself, right? Because that helps make you a better person. And if you are in somebody's face all the time, especially for us, that shit starts to annoy us. Like, we need our space. We need 20 minutes, an hour, or whatever, just get the freak away. And you got to explain to her that that's what you need, man, in order to stay sane.
Your
Otherwise,
other
you're gonna have a mad mug, and so she got.
here's your other need. Your other need would be get you some chakra crystals, bro. Get you some wax. Put them in some white wax, and don't put them too close to the wick. Get them and balance yourself. And when she's in the house, if she's unbalanced, use this shit. Pray over your shit, balance your shit, and line up like this. But if you got any kind of small chakra stones, get you some chakra stones and balance her ass and yours too. And also to keep the negative. Now that goes back to have your that goes back to that's from the last comment.
Yeah, yeah,
Obsidian. Yeah, I'm that chick. Uh, I keep a obsidian mirror at my door. This is my little vanity, my actual mirror on the wall shit. Um, this will keep out a lot of negative energy. And if not this one, but get you like an obsidian mirror and put that shit at the door, and that kind of balances shit also. Or which is it comes from volcanic uh lava, and it cools to a nice pretty glass, and then you have obsidian. So those are some good ways to deal with being stressed the fuck out, or dealing with somebody that's stressing you the fuck out. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with helping somebody, but as he said, that goes back to the have your back part, and I'm gonna have your back, but don't make this a repeat thing.
yeah,
That's cool, but so here's where the other thing comes in. Fuck that. You gotta fall in love with my heart before you fall in love with my hand, because I gotta know if you really fuck with me. There, I said it. Because a lot of times people will fall in love with your hand first,
yeah.
and they'll confuse being in love with your hand. And the minute you tell them no, or the minute
They're
you tell
mad.
them I can't do, or the minute you say I don't have, it's a problem. You
Yeah,
understand?
and I'm sure that's what the brother said. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like, nah, ask his dad. He got a whole dad, because this has to have been a repeat. I'm assuming it was a repeat occurrence.
Well, they
And
had just started talking. This was a
oh,
new
so
relationship.
oh shit, so she just met him. He may not even met the kid.
This was a new relationship. Like, if I'm with you, then I get it. But that goes back to chicks that start dealing with dudes, and dudes are starting to do it too, but we'll start with the women that start fucking with dudes, and like a week or two in, you got this bill that needs to be paid all of a sudden. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You need that $40 in that blunt or whatever, and for guys,
Out.
you know I just met you, but this nigga got a whole backpack and a PlayStation in his bag, and he won't leave your fucking crib. We have all these types of situations. It's a real thing. And
Everybody's squatting.
while they're saying I love you, there you got two liars, because one is really it, because both of the people are really using the other for something.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? You got two liars sometimes in a relationship, where two motherfuckers are genuinely using one for one thing, and that person's using you, and you don't even understand that it's an unwritten mutual agreement, but y'all ain't gonna say that, because the first time that it's openly said that you're using each other, it's an all-out war. But
yeah,
the
yeah.
truth is,
Now that's kind of embarrassing and shit. You're right.
but but the truth is, that's what it is.
A
That's
lot of
just,
times.
just like we have cash. We might say Cash App Kevin, and you might have Food Fred, and you might have
Entertainment John and
Entertainment Eddie. You got Entertainment
entertainment
Eddie.
Amy. Okay, okay, okay.
You got Chauffeur Sean, because Sean gonna chauffeur you around everywhere you want to go. Men have the same shit. You know, they got Top Me Off Tina. Tina gonna come over there and top him off. You know what I mean? And she knows how to go home.
Right.
You got Bando Betty. You might have Chef Keisha, or some shit like that.
Good
Um,
pussy Gladys. Mm-hmm.
Good Pussy Gladys. You got her. You know, and shit. We ain't gonna act like there ain't Cash App Quanda too, because we paying for it too. No,
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't paying for shit. I'm talking about them other bitches. But just saying, we're not gonna act like women aren't out there doing the same shit.
Oh yeah.
So we don't ever think that because men like to always say that we got some guy that'll pay for our food. Y'all got chicks like that too.
Oh
You
yeah.
think
Oh
that's
yeah.
over there cooking and shit, washing his drawers, making the bed up, hanging little nice shit up in his place. And don't forget the chick that lives out of town with the good job. She usually wears some kind of nurse outfit or some shit.
Oh yeah. See, you got to be good. Yeah. Nah, I'm happy. So.
You know. So but yeah. But then that slides me into my next topic.
Wait. Let's get back to some of these comments.
Oh, we
So,
got a few.
established in '87 said, "Yeah, I be needing that solitude. Yeah, man. Even if it's just a drive, bruh, just get your time to yourself. Even if it's just you go sit at a bar and have a beer alone. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can do anything just to get that time because our minds have to reprogress or
Mhm.
our minds have to process. Excuse me, everything that we've been through, and so we need to take that time to at least decompress. You know what I'm saying?" And this is comment for you, Dutch.
The negative energy be me. I need an obsidian necklace, a drink, or something. So, what you need, I'm telling you, you need to balance your chakras and get you. And I'll even plug in a little website that I obtain a lot of different stuff. If you do subscription boxes, Mindful Souls is like a $40 subscription box, and they'll send you a lot of that type of stuff. And it comes with like 7 different items. It comes with a ton of crystals. I probably got 200-300 crystals around here. Different types of, and it gives you a card and tells you. Let me see if I have one here. It'll give you a card and kind of give you an idea of what you're using, what it's for. Do I have a card in here? I got tarot cards in here. I got tarot cards, but I don't see my Mindful Souls box card. But it's very helpful. That's how I got so many crystals. They send candles. They send incense. And I'm not just talking about no gas station incense. They actually send different types of styles of incense. Like I got some little twisty ropes,
Okay.
and they're from they're not from Bangladesh. They're from somewhere. They're Buddhist incense, and you just light the end, and it's a little rope, and it just burns. It's a little safer too. Um, but all of these scents, crystals, if you're into that type of thing, I don't presume to know what anybody's into as far as how they clear out their negative energies and stuff like that. But especially like with you and your girl, I highly suggest a piece of aventurine and a piece of rose quartz crystal together and put that in. Those are love stones, and especially when you put them together, pink jasper. Oh, is it pink jasper? I want to say those are love stones. So when you put those together, it promotes a good energy, a love energy. So it's different ways, but yeah, we are the negative energy sometimes. That's the shit that we won't admit.
Yeah.
We're we're funny like that.
We are
But
crazy
we
like
hate
that.
other yeah, and we hate other motherfuckers' negative energy.
Yeah.
I hate somebody else's negative energy because we absorb the shit that's around us, and we're already
Stressed out to begin with. Yeah. It's almost like we're already running on a thin line. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it's starting to unravel, and as each person comes with a little piece of shit, it takes a little bit of the rope every time.
yeah. So the problem with Virgos that most of us won't admit, again, we're loving and we're loyal. Just some good shit, y'all. We're loving and we're loyal, excuse me. But we are we don't want to be alone, but we do want to be alone. And when I say that, I mean we love our space. We don't want you to come fuck up our shit, especially if you're a neat freak, or if you've got a little obsessive compulsive disorder, a little OCD about certain shit. You know. Um, so we are the type that we're fine with you being in the background because we know that you're there.
Yeah.
Just don't bother me when I don't want to be bothered.
Exactly.
But the Sagittarius is also very much like that.
So I guess I got a double whammy. All right, established in '87, couple with that bullshit now. What you talking about, man? There's more women tricks than men, and how about that? I'm gonna tell you, I
Oh,
reside
shit.
I reside in a southern state, and yeah, it ain't like that over here. There's plenty of dudes that'll move in, and the woman may not be the finest. You can tell. You can tell. Because you look at the couple and you be like, damn, he's a 10 and she's like a 2.
I want to say, I'm gonna say I agree with both of you. I think it depends on where you at, because I know some established women. We done got some big ass egos now,
Yeah.
and we'll put your ass in an Uber and send you home now, and we'll
Oh
give
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Now there is plenty of that. There is
Yeah,
plenty of that grown
yeah.
woman shit. That was, and when I was dating, it was some grown woman shit. I really don't want you here. Can you
Because
go home?
if I'm on the dating scene, right, and I would exclusively date. For let's start there. I don't believe in all the hopping and shit, and exclusively meaning we're dating, we're exclusive, ain't no extra, shouldn't be no extracurricular shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if I like you and you do a little something, I might buy you a short set.
Get you some slides for the house, baby. You gotta take that shit with you when you go. Take that. Don't need no toothbrush.
If you do something really special, I might buy you some J's.
Hey, dude. So when I was dating, I'd be like, "Yo, don't leave this shit here. Like, don't leave nothing here." I
No,
instructed my house cleaner. Hey, let them. If it's not mine and it's too big to fit me, it don't belong here. You
I
try.
have a question. If you're dating, what the hell is he doing spending the night at your house?
I mean, shit. Sometimes a girl gotta get topped off.
Meet me at a
Anyway,
hotel, and you paying for it. If I gotta pay for it, you're gonna do something strange for that little bit of change.
hey, and those ones that do be doing something strange shit.
That thin line comment, woman. Yeah, you never lied. I don't want to be alone, but I want to be alone. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Listen, I am cool. It's I like being alone, and I like to be able to move around and do it, but I like to be able to come into the room where you're at if I need you, and not in a selfish way like I need you to do something, but if I just need your presence, need to be around you. But it's one of those things that I don't want you in my space when I don't want you in my space. So it's that I want you when I want you and I don't when I don't. And that's the real fucked up, confusing thing about a Virgo. You can't tell us shit. And we have these ways about us that are, excuse me, we have ways about us that we are possessive in our own right. And it's kind of that fucked up. I don't want to fuck with you right now, but I don't want nobody else fucking with you right now. So can you just go sit over here and just be quiet? When I want to talk to you, be conversational, because that's another thing that's annoying.
Oh yeah, don't have nothing to say. For real, for real.
Virgos go through spells. It's part of the sun. That sun sign in particular goes through talking spells. Kind of like we'll have a high volume conversation where we'll be very chatty, both males and females, and then we can go completely dead silent on you and just listen and won't say shit
for hours.
Won't say shit to you. Not that we're feeling away,
So established.
Okay, North Carolina in the house.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina. He said he's from the South too. So I remember when I did date a guy from North Carolina. He was sweet and he was very determined. He was very on his own type dude. I liked that about him. You know what I mean? He had his, I had mine. But the messed up part about it was the moment I met his dad was like, she high maintenance. I was like, oh Lord. Are Virgos high maintenance?
Yes. So are the men. Don't miss me with that simple shit. I've dated a male Virgo. And male Virgos, just like the female Virgo, like let's
we just like the best. Excuse me for that.
We are some motherfuckers to date. Virgos are some motherfuckers to date because we like what we like. We'll try to initially appease the things that you like.
But then eventually we get bored with them because they're boring as shit.
This shit is whack. What are you doing?
Yeah, like what are you doing? What I mean? Are you seriously watching this?
Your music, like what the fuck are you listening to, bro?
Like seriously, I thought you were educated.
Oh God, please don't start speaking like you have no sense, man.
My God, don't fuck up a word. Do not fuck up a word.
So
announce that shit unless you from a foreign country.
Listen, and we are not judgmental people. We are analytical.
Yes.
Virgo means I analyze. We analyze,
Yes.
we take shit apart. That's what makes us human lie detectors. Because if you tell us some shit,
We know.
it's a lie until it's truth. It's just how it is. You are guilty until your ass is proven innocent. We might not tell you that because we gotta go sniff out and make sure you ain't full of
Make
shit.
sure you good. Make sure you good. Yeah,
But
for
that's the
real.
loyalty part of us kicking in though.
Yeah,
Because
but
we
on
gave
the
so
other
much
side
shit.
though, like we don't go really sniffing it until you give us reason. Like
True.
I'm not looking for shit until you tell me something that just don't jive. You know what I'm saying? I prefer not to look because it's too much of an additional stress to have to be remembering your login code and doing all this extra shit. I just don't care
Well, you got to
personally.
remember too that our sign, that's why this shit is called Ask a Virgo and Friends.
Yes.
The Virgo sun sign is a very intuitive sun sign. So
Yes.
a lot of times we don't look for shit because uh, through dreams, through interpretation of behavior,
Yeah.
again, we're naturally intelligent. And this isn't being a smartass and tooting our own horns because each zodiac does have something very brilliant to offer. Uh,
Yes.
they all have some sort of gift because they're they're moved by the planetary system, but the Virgo in particular, what we're speaking on, we are very intuitive. We're typically intellect are high on the intellectual level, and not because of books but because of understanding people. We
Yeah.
understand others better than we understand ourselves sometimes. Do you understand
Facts.
that?
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So
We could sell a car to we could sell ice to an Eskimo for real.
what, yeah, what
Yeah.
87 says, you paying quality though, that's why we high maintenance. You get what
Facts.
you pay for. But
And
you know,
that's why I showed up at dude's house in the BMW. I guess that was why I was high maintenance.
but now see, here's what I believe in this. I don't think as a woman, understand, if you want somebody to do something for you and you want a man that's going to give to you, homegirl, ladies out there, that shit is a two-way street. Because even a good dude will get tired of you constantly having your hand out and you not. So when you ask, what can you bring to the table? Don't have no broken ass table when he gets there.
Oh
Fella,
fuck no,
same
no,
shit.
no! You gotta
Don't
have a
have
stable
no
fucking table.
with the legs on the chairs fucked up. What can you bring to the table? You get there, the bitch table broke as a motherfucker.
No
You got
upholstery
to,
on the seats.
it's
You know
not
what I mean?
hurt you to do for him too. That I ain't doing shit for a nigga and then all that. That shit has phased out. That shit
Yeah,
is not cool anymore.
it's
That's
equal.
it's evil as hell to continue to take from somebody, even if they're not doing a whole lot in the sense of monetary, meaning price. Maybe they can only afford what's in their price budget. Don't clown somebody because they can't afford your high price ass. Because here was what a lot of people will do is they'll paint you this narrative that they're already high maintenance and they can't even afford the shit that they're asking you
To come with. Yeah.
to come with and provide for them. Do
Yep.
you understand what I'm saying? And that is in y'all fucking
And
it up
people
for the
get
rest
caught
of us.
up. And people
Yeah,
get caught up like that. Yeah.
yeah. You don't, ladies, don't. And I felt like I had to say that because again, the whole point of the show is to say shit that most people aren't going to say. We ain't spilling no tea, but the tea is, here, take a sip. It's never been cool. We just didn't know any better generations ago because you were taught, have a man that's gonna provide for you, girl. Have a
Yeah.
man that's gonna do this for you and put you in
But
this.
the men were taught too that their role was to be the provider.
Yes, but also these women were bringing something to the table because back then women knew they had a trade. If she knew how to, his clothes was always mended because she knew how
That's
to
it.
sew. He
Yeah.
always had food on the table because she knew she was gonna cook. It
Yeah.
was drapes up because she, again, she knew how to sew. The clothes was clean, the bed was made, the children were raised, and typically shit, she knew how to get outside and take care of the yard too. So we're talking about a different type of woman back then where it was okay. Bitch, if
Yeah.
you ain't gonna do all of that, break his ass off with a little watch or something.
Yeah.
Get something to the table. If you
Exactly.
Every woman is not going to clean and she might not cook. That might not be how she was raised. She might be a fast life type of, went through a corporate life and my mom, she worked in the corporate world or something like that. So it's kind of fast food all the time and restaurants and so forth. It might not have been expensive, but it just might have been a fast food type of situation where she didn't learn how to cook, you know. Wait, hold on. Read that. Hold on. I need my glasses, girl.
Oh Lord, Lord, Lord. All right, I got you, Dutch. Established 87 says, this dick I for free. You supposed to do that for your man, especially if I'm putting in time, energy, and provide. Don't mean just money. Security, comfortability, and is also being provided. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
facts, facts.
absolutely. No, I hell yeah, man. You need to get on the show. We
Yeah,
that and this we need him for a little contrast. You know what I
hell
mean?
yeah, hell yeah.
It is called Ask a Virgo, so feel free if you ever want to just dial on in and hop in. Because I think you got a lot of really good points, bro. Because this is just us coming from women. It's good to have a male to be able to say, well, yeah, and in hindsight, what he's saying is true because a woman does want to feel safe. When I shut my door, I don't want to have to worry about if somebody kicks the door and I gotta shoot it. I gotta shoot his ass, and I gotta protect your overgrown 6'4" ass too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
facts.
So a man essentially is supposed to make you feel secure. Just and a woman supposed to provide the same thing too,
Yeah,
a sort of security that he doesn't have to worry about certain shit. This is another reason why they say if you beefing with your man, you don't call him at work because he's out there to make money.
yeah, facts.
So you don't, who the fuck wants to go to work with bullshit on their head and on their heart, from their domain, their domicile, their castle, where they reside, where they live. You
Now,
know,
unless they fuck with you at your job, then it's fair game, and that includes if you teleworking.
if you a job is a job, it doesn't matter.
Facts.
Because I'll tell you right now, if I'm a housewife and you're working out there and I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to do as a housewife, which means actually taking care of the home and all of its contents, including the kid and so forth and dinner, whatever, that means this is my job. And if I don't come on your job fucking up, don't bring your ass on my job fucking up.
Facts. Facts.
That's how I feel about it. But I think women are just now you have more women that are starting to do for men now. I'm starting to see, that are
Oh
doing
yeah.
it openly, you
Yes.
know. But back in the day it was a thing where, girl, you
They
don't,
didn't do it. Yeah.
they didn't
It
do it. They
was
were
it
taught.
was it was like performing oral on somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Guys didn't admit it, girls didn't admit it. Shit,
yeah.
it was faux pas. It was
And
definitely a faux pas.
now you can't get these motherfuckers to shut up about it.
And on that note, I'm gonna let Dutchy close us out here.
All right, so this was our this was the first time we decided to do this. So y'all come fuck with us on Mondays. This is what we'll be doing. We'll slide into some other topics. I got one next week that I really want to touch about sex trafficking. Y'all keep in mind these are all opinion based. Leave us some comments, let us know, and let's see how we can build this show along with our other one. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, wait, before you close out though, established 87. If you want to get in contact with us, Dutchy, do you mind sharing an Instagram or Facebook or someplace he can reach out to you at?
No, absolutely. You can reach me at Her Majesty. Hold on, let me pull up my IG. My shit's a little long. All right, so go to Her Majesty, which is HER_Majesty_ QINGDUTCH. I'm gonna read it for you one more time. That's Monique Gomez. Her_Majesty_King, which is QING Dutch. And hit me up. I'll see it and I'll hit you back for sure.
All right, facts, facts. We appreciate that. All right, and then on that note, we're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night.